LDBC. This is your boy Coach Sheldon Harrison. You're live on the Coach Sheldon Harrison Combat Sports Show live. Okay, guys, we got this matchup: Anthony Yarde versus Sergey Kovalev. Listen, I'm gonna tell you guys straight up, I do not like Sergey Kovalev. I detest this man with everything that I am. I detest him, and you guys know and you understand why. Okay, and I'm gonna put it out there. Okay, you know, this guy has identified himself as a known racist. And I don't care who dislikes that, but that's why I detest this man, okay? I do not like racists. That's just what it is. But I'm going to go ahead and break the fight down and tell you the fight as I saw it, okay? As unbiased as I can. Okay, guys, this is what I saw in this fight. I saw two fighters, okay? I saw one fighter that still got a lot of experience that lost a step, and I saw another fighter who didn't have the cardio tank to deal with the other fighter. I bet you guys can guess which one that I saw, which one is which. Anthony Yarde came in here, you know, he had a lot of speed, man. The guy, you know, definitely has good hands. You know, his speed. The speed was one thing that I noticed that he had over Kovalev. Anthony Yarde had a distinct speed advantage. And at first, it seemed like Kovalev really didn't know what to do with the speed. But, you know, Kovalev, he kind of hung in there, okay? He hung in there. And Kovalev, the moral of the story is you need to learn how to use your jab. And Kovalev has a very good jab. His jab is very good, and it's also very underrated. Anthony Yarde could not deal with the jab of Sergey Kovalev. He couldn't do it. And you know, and then you know, you hear the stories of Anthony Yarde like he don't spar. You know, like, and I start shaking my head like, man, okay, I guess I can understand why he don't spar. But you know, I mean, don't you have to spar to, you know, to get that feeling, you know, to get in a fight mode, to get used to people attacking you to the body. You know, like, shouldn't a fighter be sparring? I always thought that a fighter should spar. And, you know, Anthony Yarde is no different. You know, this guy physically, he's a freak of nature, man. Anthony Yarde is a freak of nature. He's very athletic. But, you know, I figured that him being a freak of nature, he'd be able to put that athleticism to good use. But, you know, the guy didn't have a cardio tank. After round 5, you can see the guy huffing and puffing, man. And then, you know, he was in there trying to use a version of the shoulder roll. And I'm like, okay, so who is this now? Anthony Mayweather? Like, who is this guy? Who is this guy? I mean, he was trying to use a shoulder roll. Now, Anthony Yarde did have some very good left hooks, okay? He was doing that check left hook. The check left hook was working for him. And Kovalev, you know, was walking right into it. You know, Kovalev don't move his head, man. He don't move his head. But you know, also, too, you know, Andre Ward, they gave a blueprint on... Andre Ward gave a blueprint on how to beat Sergey Kovalev. Okay, like Andre Ward gave the blueprint. And the blueprint is, if you attack this man to the body, you're going to be successful. Well, when Anthony Yarde attacked Sergey Kovalev to the body, when he did that, he had success. And Sergey Kovalev, you know, he started dropping them hands. And I'm like, yep, Sergey body's still weak. But I tell you, Sergey looked in phenomenal shape, okay? Sergey Kovalev looked in phenomenal shape. And I'm like, but the body, for some reason, man, this guy can't take a body shot. And some guys, you know, some guys can take a body shot, some guys can't. Okay? Sergey Kovalev is one of these guys that he can't take a body shot. And Anthony Yarde was doing very well when he was digging to the body, but then he just went away from that. For some reason, man, Anthony Yarde went away from the body shots. Then he started trying to become a headhunter, you know. The fight, it was a close fight, man. It was going back and forth, I thought. But in the later rounds, I thought that Sergey Kovalev actually started to take over the fight. And I thought that Sergey, you know, started to, you know, increase his output. He started throwing more punches. Anthony Yarde was sitting around trying to catch a breather. And in between rounds, this man was huffing and puffing. You know, and then he started, like, putting his hand over his heart and, you know, like, I got hard. But, dude, you wasn't doing that. You sitting there, you doing all this crap. You're sitting there putting your hands over your chest. Yeah, man, yeah, dog, I got heart. A brother like me got heart. But, you know, yeah, you got to have some heart and throw some punches, Anthony Yarde. And Anthony Yarde, his output decreased. And then, man, you were, what, in 11th round? No, round 10. Sergey Kovalev just beat the brakes off this dude. I'm talking about he was beating him, man. And Anthony Yarde just stood there. He just stood there, just taking a beating. Like, man, come on, man. Like, you mean there's nothing that you can do? Like, there's nothing on God's green earth that you can do to prevent yourself from taking that kind of beating. Like, Sergey Kovalev was beating this man. I'm talking about beating him like, he ain't never been beat before. And then, he came into round 11, he started trying to come at him a little bit. But Sergey Kovalev, that jab, man, Kovalev jab is so underrated that it's not even funny, man. And Anthony Yarde just kept walking into it. I'm like, is Anthony Yarde stupid? But see, this is why you spar. This is why you spar. This is why you're supposed to spar. This is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to spar. Okay, and then you probably won't get caught walking into jabs like this. That's just what it is. That's just what it is, okay? This guy got caught walking into a plethora of jabs, and then he got dropped by a jab. I'm talking about he got dropped by a jab. And you know what, y'all? Let me be honest with y'all. I don't even think Sergey Kovalev threw that jab as hard as he could. Matter of fact, the jab didn't even look like it landed effectively. This dude was tired. Heck, in fact, Anthony Yarde could have got up. He was exhausted. He didn't want to get up. Anthony Yarde didn't want to. But see, y'all, to me, you know, a fight of this magnitude, you knew that Kovalev is a veteran. You know he a veteran. So, why don't you take your training to the next level? And you know, man, if your cardio can handle, 12 rounds? You knew this. This dude ain't no, man. You spar, you get in there, and you do what's necessary to keep up, with Sergey Kovalev. He couldn't do it. And this is Anthony Yarde lost his fight because he wasn't prepared. He didn't get his cardio, and he didn't do any of that. You lost the fight because your cardio tank sucked. That's what happened. That's what happened. Like we go, me and a couple of guys, we take these trips. We go up the mountain, man. And you can't go up a 10-mile mountain trail, man. I'm talking about steep unless your cardio in check. And I tell guys all the time, man, look, man, if we going to walk these mountains, look, at least 3 times a week you need to get on the track and you need to run a couple of miles to build up your lung capacity. Guys be like, oh, okay. And then they come right out to the mountain. Man, these dudes, they can't make it up to the top of the mountain. They can't even get close to the top of the mountain. And I'm sitting back and I'm coming down from the mountain. I'm like, man, I told you guys y'all got to get y'all cardio in check to do this. It's the same thing with Anthony Yarde, man. You can't fight a 12-round fight against a veteran who got knockout power. And no, it's not going to work. Anthony Yarde could have won this fight. This fight was his to lose. And he lost it.